Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans? And where the heck are the Albans? We are at home. Vivian's just sitting here playing on her computer. But a lot of people have asked, they wanted to see my droid collection. Now I have found one of the boxes, one of two. So this is only about half of my droid collection. So, but I brought it out so maybe I can start setting it up. I just kind of put it on our coffee table right now. So, without further ado, here is about half of my droid collection. Okay, so here is a lot of my droid collection. I will kind of go through, not piece by piece, but show you quite a bit of it here. You'll notice that I do not keep things in packages a lot of time unless I know that they are like super duper collectible and stuff like that. So those I will keep in boxes, as you'll see in just a little bit. Now some will notice that I have put people in here such as Darth Vader and General Grievous. Where was he? There he is. There's General Grievous. But they say, well, they're actually humans, but they're mostly machines and run through droid systems. So they are in here, just like Obi-Wan said, he's more machine now than human, twisted and evil. Okay, so yes, my big thing with Star Wars, I love Star Wars to death. It's probably one of my all-time favorite things. But my thing, I don't know why, I love the droids. And I just started collecting droids and nothing else. I love the droids so much. So I'll show you a few of them. I've even got the Hot Wheel cars of C-3PO and R2-D2. But I've got my mouse droid and my gonk droids or the power droids. All different kind of droids that I do have. A lot of people are like, well, you got the same droid. I'm like, no, I don't. Look, they're different colors. But they do have different names and things like that, like R5D4 and so forth, R2D2 and D3, P3, so forth, and C-3PO, on and on and on and on and on. So this right here, you'll notice this one actually has a little lightsaber with it. I don't have batteries in it right now, but that is actually the remote control that makes that work. And I've got an R2 that is the same exact way. But yeah, so some of these are pretty rare. Some of the droids that I do have, even like the probe droid. I've got when the Jawas were selling all the droids to the Lars, where Skywalker lived. I've even got all of those droids. I didn't put them together in any particular order. I was just kind of taking them out of the box and so forth. But even, like these little frumpy ones here, I forget what these are called. I forget what the kind of droids they're called, or the toys. But I got all the medical droids, and I'm pointing at the wrong thing. The medical droids are all right here. These are the Death Star droids. This was my, for the longest time I could not find her L3. That was Lando Calrissian's droid in Solo. And I could not find her, and of all the places, I find her at a Five Below for $5. Go figure. Some of these other cool ones over here. I've got these right here. These are actually little gumball dispensers, but when you push them, they make noise and then the gumball would come out. I've got Star Wars glasses, the old ones from Burger King, years and years ago when they put those out. But as long as it had a droid on it, I was getting it. So I got salt and pepper shakers. That is a fully remote control R2. He listens to you, he talks to you, all that good stuff. You'll see a couple of these in my collection, but they're all different. They've all got just small little differences to them. The tall one here is IG-88. The one that you see down here is IG-27, and I've got one from The Mandalorian, which is IG-11, but I didn't take him out of the box because I know he's going to be a collector's item. Got my C3PO mug there. That R2-D2 right there is a measuring cup. I'll show you how that works here in a second. This guy right here is one of the bounty hunters that you'll see in Empire Strikes Back. His name is Forlom. I've got the big, tall 12-inch one, and I've also got the small action figure here. Some people have asked me what is my most rare, the one that is the hardest to find, and that is this guy right here. That is the Bomar Monk. You see him in Jabba's palace in Return to the Jedi. But he is the hardest one to find. I found him at a flea market, of all places. I just had to move all the glasses out of the way. But yes, this is a measuring cup. So you can take the lid off of R2, and that is, I can't see what that is. That's a half a cup. His dome is a half a cup. This is a third of a cup, and so on. This is a full cup, his main body. You can take his legs off, and these are measuring spoons as well. So you got half a teaspoon. What's this one say? I can't see. 1/3 of a teaspoon, and so forth. So, yeah, he's a pretty cool measuring cup. And he actually sits in our kitchen. We actually use him for our measuring device. Now, here's some of the ones that I have not opened up, that I kept in the package. There is a special edition gold C3PO, R2-D2, and B-88. This one here, this is the one from The Mandalorian. This is IG-11. So he stayed in the box. This is from Disney. This is part of the Droid Factory from the new Galaxy Edge. So we know that those are going to be collector's items. That does not come out of the box. They don't get to play with the other droids. You actually saw me buy these too at different when we went to flea markets. So here is the R5-D4, but he is an exclusive Smuggler's Bounty. So he's a rare pop figure. So we keep him in the box, and the Death Star droid right here. This is another one. This is also from the Disney's Droid Factory, R4X2 and Y5X2. So they're going to stay in the box. I don't know why I didn't take K250 from Rogue One out of the box, but there he is. But I just kept him in the box just for why not. This is a very rare R2-D2 lunchbox. You'll notice something weird about it. C3PO is silver. The reason for that, this was made in Japan, this was made in Hong Kong. So anything that you see that's made in Hong Kong is a vintage. So you want to take pretty good care of that kind of stuff. This guy over here, I think you saw me and Becky buy this one too. It's R2 Potato. It's a Mr. Potato Head R2-D2. Kept him in the box. A friend gave me this one. It was the C-3PO with the red arm. So I kept him in the box as well. Here is an IG-11 from The Mandalorian, and it does say The Mandalorian on there, so I kept him in the box. Also, this was a Target exclusive. You could only get this at Target. It was R2-D2, BB-8, and Dio from the newer movie. So kept that one in the box as well. And I found this one. This was like in pristine condition. I only paid $10 for it at a flea market, but it's TC-14, and it's a protocol droid and pretty darn cool looking. So this one came with a collector's coin, and it's part of the Saga Legends. So went ahead and kept her in the box, I should say. Yes, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese even made droid Star Wars shapes, and so I got an R2-D2 and a C-3PO in the boxes. So yay, mac and cheese. I like this guy right here. He's a C-3PO, but he's a Mighty Mug, and what you do is you push in his head and he changes faces. So he always cracks me up. Do I have a normal figure, something that is not a droid? Yes, I do. He is right here. He is Hammerhead. And the reason I just call him the keeper of the droids, only because besides any droids, he is one of my favorite characters. I don't know why. I just been fascinated from him from the first time I saw him in 1977 in the original Star Wars movie in the cantina scene. So yeah, so Hammerhead gets to stay in with the droids, but he's the only one. So a lot of people ask me if I do have a favorite of the droids. The answer is yes, I do have a favorite. One of them is just like this little one right here, this R2 with the hologram Princess Leia. Help me, Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. That. And I love Bucket here. He's pretty awesome with his little rebel helmet on there. But my all-time favorite droid, my all-time favorite one, is this little one right here. This is R2-KT. And there's a little story attached to her. It's kind of a sad story. But there was a little girl. Her name was Katie. And she had cancer. I believe it was brain cancer. And her biggest wish was to have a droid, an actual R2-D2 droid. And there is a group out there called the 501st Legion. They dress up like stormtroopers and things like that, but they do a lot of good and a lot of charity work. And they made her an actual functioning R2 unit. And they brought it into the hospital. And sadly, not too much longer after that, little Katie did pass away. But these were for sale, and I believe they were $15 when I bought her. This was years ago. And but all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds went to child cancer research. So I thought it was a good thing to do and to buy. But she did become one of my all-time favorite droids. This one right here, this is actually, I haven't even opened it yet. So, and I don't dare now because it's been about, I don't know, 10 years since I bought this, but it's full of candy. It's, what does that say? Rebel Raspberry Blue or Sours? Rebel Raspberry Sours. So, but that'll stay closed forever. Always enjoyed this guy right here from Jabba's palace. You're a feisty little one. This guy's cool right here. This is a Darth Vader and Mickey Mouse from Disney. This was before the Galaxy Edge and all that good stuff. So this is just like when Disney acquired all the properties of George Lucas. Some of the droids do things, like you'll notice, like I've got a little tiny lightsaber here. One of the R2s, I do believe it's this one right here. If you push his leg up, his little thing comes up, and you can take that out and you can replace it with that lightsaber, and you can push it up and the lightsaber shoots out of it, like you saw in Return of the Jedi. All right, so I think that is about it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed just looking at half of my collection. I have to get down into, it's either in the basement or it's in the garage when we moved like almost 4 years ago. But I've got to find that second box. I knew this stuff was in the basement, so I brought it all up and unpacked it, but it's a lot, isn't it? It is quite a bit. You like Hammerhead too, don't you? I know you do. So, once I find the other half, I'll do another one of these and show you the rest of the collection. So, Vivi remembers some of this stuff on a little shelf we had in our old place, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when, I mean, it was in its infancy, the collection. It was mostly like the R2 units and stuff like that, so. All right, so you have a collection?
I do.
I forgot to show one thing. What's your collection?
My collection is pop vinyl figures.
Yeah, your pop vinyl figures. We'll show them that another day. Okay? She's got a lot of vinyl pop figures too. There was one thing I forgot to show you. This is what I forgot to show you. They just came. They came out with this right around just before Christmas time, maybe around Thanksgiving, just this past Thanksgiving. So I purchased it, and it's got 6 new droids in it, but I haven't, these are another ones that I haven't taken out of the box. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these in the box or not. I don't know. They might come out and play with the other droids. I'm just not for sure. All right, so as always, if you like what you see, please give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys next time on...
Where the heck are the Albans?
Yay!